things? All right. Hey. All right. From Luton. Hey. How's things? All right. All right. Owen, how you doing? All right.
Okay, folks, we're on the way with the line section.
Andy, was that a straightforward team selection?
Yeah. We had a decent performance in our last outing. Wasn't nowhere near perfect, but we've had a few days to make sure we know how to get better. And obviously we had a fallow week and took the lads down to Cork in a good couple of days there, and tried to put a few things right, and hopefully we get an improved performance on the back of that.
England, Twickenham, son, England captain. Is this the most challenging week of your career?
I wouldn't say so. No. It's another big game. I suppose we'll play this game, and the next one will be big as well. You know, so that's what Test match football is all about.
Going, you know, what's the weekly routine on a different week? Are you chatting to him much? Are you chatting to him much this week?
I think I've spoke to him 2 or 3 times. Sometimes it's once a week. Sometimes it's 5 times a week. Sometimes it's 10. Yeah, there's nothing new there. Bit of FaceTime, talking to my grandson. That type of thing. FaceTime, talking to my grandson, yeah.
In terms of Caelan Doris then, obviously having tried to give him the chance against Scotland, obviously picked up the head knock. Was it a bit of a risk, or what was your thinking in putting him on the bench this time as opposed to maybe starting him?
It's definitely not a risk. He's been fit for quite some time, but I think if you look back from the reaction of the rest of the back row, they deserve a start. And we all like to see Caelan doing a little bit more than 4 minutes, to see what he's got at international level, and we can't wait to see that off the bench. He's been in all week. He's here till Friday. We like it when people come into camp. We try and invite as many people as we possibly can. There's not just Paula that's been in camp this week. There's a few other guys, and we like people to try and take stock from the outside and get a feel of their feeling of how camp is. So Paul is here to observe and come into all the meetings and get a feeling, and obviously share his experience as well along the way and trying to connect with the boys.
Experience. He's obviously achieved a lot in the game and been.
Well, he's been there and done that. He's been to Twickenham a few times, and he's played a few big games, so he knows what the boys are going through. So, yeah, you see a lot more of the boys gravitating towards him during the week, and that's great to see.
Andy, when you made it England so far?
Well, it's quite difficult. I mean, I wouldn't say I need to take in the so far part, because obviously the start that France had in the first game, they would try and right that, because we know that England's been notoriously very good at starting pretty well. The conditions came down in Paris and made it very hard for them, but they showed great spirit to come back and fight to nearly win the game. And then the conditions in Scotland were horrendous, weren't they? You know, so we don't get too much from that, other than we know that they've got great fighting spirit, like I just said. So we look back on the last few years of how they've played. We know they're an outstanding side, and we expect them to be at the best at the weekend.
Because it's your first campaign as Ireland head coach, this game in Twickenham might be viewed as a bit of a free shot by some, but look at the experience of the team. Do you view it as that?
A free shot? No, not at all. We want to go there and win, you know, and we want to go there and perform and do our best for Ireland, and that's all that matters to us. Well, he's a great player, Mako. Obviously, I've coached him and know all about him and the experience that he brings to the group. He's a senior player there that would have a very valid opinion to the rest of the boys. But you look what they've got coming in, whether it be Merlo, whether it be Genji, etc. They're outstanding footballers in their own right as well. So Mako's a big loss to any side, but I suppose they gain probably in different ways with the other 2 boys that can step in.
Use what happened the last time you were at Twickenham as any sort of motivation, or is that just part of a previous era and you don't refer to it at all?
We use a few clips, or as any team would do, but not real motivation. It was a warm-up game. That was two teams on probably different levels. We come away from training camp in Portugal, really hadn't done any type of contact work whatsoever during that week, so it was probably at different levels, which every team is in a pre-season warm-up game. But it still stung. The performance from England was excellent, and we know that what they're capable of. So we don't look too much into that. Probably the game in the Six Nations, or the start of the last Six Nations, was more of a fairer balance of where they was at as a team. Again, started really well, fast, explosive, used an attacking kicking game to great effect, pinned us into the corners and tried to hit us on the counter. I suppose there'll be a bit more of that at the weekend as well.
Andy, having been both sides of the fences, how does an Ireland team win in Twickenham?
Well, you certainly need to be at your best, and we was the last time we won there. You can't go there and just hope it goes well for you. You have to go on and attack the game and do it in the right manner. And it takes obviously a big old effort from everyone that's in the group. And you don't go to England and win on your own. You win as a collective, and that's what we've been talking about this week.
Your added focus on the potential of a triple crown if you do win there this weekend.
Well, obviously you've just mentioned it, so everyone knows that it's there, but that's not in the forefront of our mind. That's just an added bonus, hopefully on the back of a top performance, and that's what we're hoping to get.
It was interesting, as the Keith Wood at the start of the week, he was talking about going there as an Irish player to Twickenham, feeling depressed going there because they've been beaten so many times, but that's not the case with this team, and I suppose drawing on the experience of Paul O'Connell as well. How much of an advantage is that for your players going to Twickenham this week?
I hope they won't be depressed going to Twickenham. No, these guys have felt a bit of success there, and I'm sure England will be talking about that as well. We're in a good place, We're 2 from 2. We know that our performance has to be better to win there. England are 1-1, lost 1, so I suppose that this is their championship. So you would say that they would have an edge about their game. We probably need a little bit more than that as well.
From the World Cup final?
Pardon?
Do you think England are still hurting from the World Cup final?
I wouldn't think so. No, they've 2 games under the belt. I'm sure they've addressed a few things over the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure that they're super excited about the game.
And you named their team on Friday. As the Ireland head coach, is Owen Farrell more dangerous in the centre or outside?
You tell me. I don't know. He's, I suppose he's just happy to do whatever he's asked to do for his country. He's never whinged, no matter where he's played. So I suppose, he's just like all the rest of the boys, really, that he'd be proud to wear the shirt.
What did Bono sing last night?
Not too much singing, actually. He was, well, first of all, we was blown away, really, that he gave his time up to come over to see us. We invited him in, and he was top of the wish list, and we got the top, which was unbelievable, really. He put a lot of time and effort into it as well. He's quite a private person, really, but he put a lot of time and effort into being able to answer the questions from the floor in a great manner that we got something out of. Well, he's obviously a proud Irishman, so we talked a bit about Irishness.
Okay, folks, we'll switch into the bargain written word section.